Alright, what's going on, guys? Back on the Z125 again. Bike is so much fun. Had a blast on it so far. It's a perfect little bike for just tooling around town and just having a little bit of fun. So I had a quick question on my Instagram that I wanted to answer real quick. One was, did I sell the GSXr 1000 for this bike? No, absolutely not. This is just the second bike to have fun on. Gixxer's still right there. Just need to get a new battery. I've had the tender on it all winter, but it's 10 years old, and I think it's time to replace her because she's getting kind of weak on the start. Like, once I get her started, she's fine, but she just seems to be struggling on the start, so I think it's time to replace her. But the agenda today is we're literally just going to go pretty close to where I live, to this community college. They got some big parking lots, and throw the drone up in the air, I think, and do some wheeling. There we go. Sit a little more back and just kind of let her go. Hopefully we don't get kicked out, but it's very possible. Make sure we're still recording. Yes, we are. So I reviewed the footage last night from our little ride that I posted, probably a video back a while ago, and it doesn't seem like the new chat adapter solved the crackling issue. So my only other idea is if it's the Senna somehow creating interference. So I've got the Senna turned off, I believe. Yeah, Senna's turned off. So we'll be able to find out if it's the Senna or not, which is not the end of the world if it is the Senna. It just sucks because I can't really use the GoPro Sena backpack. I don't think I can use it with the 30K. I'm not 100% positive, but I'm pretty sure that it's not compatible. I tried to do a little bit of research and it doesn't really come back with any results. I probably should contact Sena and see if it is. Go from there, but if it is, I'd like to be able to use the backpack, and maybe I'll just go back to using the backpack on the main camera again. I don't know. Just the backpack sound quality isn't fantastic. It'll beat the quality with the static. Is this where I wanted to go? Yeah, I think so. We're just gonna go into this parking lot back here, practice some wheelies, just like. Fuck. So I found the trick is lower RPMs is better for the Z. I don't know why. They said that's true with the Grom too, but just right. God, I get so swirly on this bike, which probably is going to be indicative of a crash at some point, I'm sure. But that's why I'm learning. Yeah, dude, like 7 miles an hour seems to be the trick. Like really fucking low here and just. So let me go ahead and fire up the drone here and get her going. The problem is I got to get it straight. See, I get it up and I just get so nervous when it gets that light. But I will say, it's a lot better doing it on the Z125 than it is the Gixxer, because I power wheelie the Gixxer. It's so much faster speeds, and if something happened, but when you're doing power wheelies, those speeds, like straight line stability is there, you know? God, keep on it a little bit. Just use the rear brake, Derek. Alright, let's give her a little bit of a break here. Get the drone up in there. Like my camera bag, guys? Pretty nice, huh? It's a good little bag. Got the drone perfectly for this situation. One downside to the OtterBox case and the drone, it won't fit in the controller, so you got to take it out, which kind of sucks. You know what? I don't even. Do I have DJI on this? I should. DJI. Oh, I bet just under photography. Yep, there it is. I haven't flown this thing in a little while. Enter device, checking firmware. Okay, where are we at with numbers? That looks actually not bad. See what our settings are. So 60 frames a second because we're shooting at 30, which is good. Okay, we're good. Not playback. Settings. Manual. ISO 100, which is good. 4K at 24 frames a second. Good. Actually, we probably want to be at 50 frames a second, which will actually put us even better. Okay. So we'll go a little bit forward here. Okay, so we're recording right there. I think if I come down just a hair, raise the camera up just a little bit. There we go. We should be good. Let's do some wheelies. Alright, so what I need to do is move it forward just a little bit. Alright, well, that last one hurt a little bit. Hopefully we're recording. Had to use the foot there to prevent from crashing. But I'll give you guys a little tour here of the bike with the drone. And a successful flight. So I was told that lowering my air pressure in my tire might help a little bit, so we can always try that to keep stability, for straight line stability. So that was fun, minus the right turn that the bike decided to make at one of the points. But you know, that's part of the learning process, you know, learning how to clutch up wheelies and shit. You know, that's not something I'm accustomed to. I'm just mainly powering it up. You know, it goes straight and be done. It's a good ass drone, I'll tell you. I've had nothing but good things to say about this thing. The only downside that I've ever had with this thing was, and it seems to be a DJI thing, and they're just trying to protect their asses. On some of the firmware upgrades, they changed it so you, by default, it goes into a no-fly zone, and until it gains a GPS signal, and then the signal clears you to fly. And that's because people were probably taking off with their drone before it gained. In the past, they would take off with their drone before they knew it was a no-fly zone, and they'd get the drone up in the air, and then it would gain maybe a GPS lock, and the drones would go crazy in a no-fly zone, and they would try to get out of the no-fly zone and stuff like that. And you know, that puts a lot of people at risk. I get why they did the upgrade, so I just had to downgrade back to the firmware beforehand, because, you know, I do my due diligence and make sure nothing happens. I'm in a good zone. I'm not trying to go anywhere near where I'm not supposed to, even though, you know, some zones don't make a whole bunch of sense. Alright, well, as you can see, guys, it is a work in progress. It's a little bit on the shaky side, but we're learning. You know, we had to foot down one wheelie before. But anyway, guys, thanks for coming along. I know this video was just intended for one thing, and, you know, if you guys don't find interest in it, well, I mean, you can't hit home runs with every single video with everybody. I understand that, so I'm just going to keep producing content. If you like it, you like it. If not, just go to the next video. No harm, no foul. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for always supporting the channel. As always, stay safe out there. Keep the rubber side down. Don't forget to enjoy the moment. We'll see you on the next video.